Okay. Elemental Switch, Steel Apron, all of that good stuff. I want to see, do we have enough of these? Steel. 2. Hi, buddy. All right. Let's see. We have a couple of packs we can open because of the shop reset. And quality of life, we can actually just buy all of them completely, which isn't too bad. So we'll go out, let's buy all the Wonder Hourglasses. Pack Hourglasses, that's reset. So a little bit of quality of life change on the update. Nothing else to buy, no emblems to get. That would be cool to have. And for the most part, we're good. All right. So let's open up a couple of packs. I think we'll open up Lugia because we still need some cards. We did get a Kingdra offline. I did a Wonder trade and ended up getting it. But it would be nice to get, I guess, a full art Lugia, full art Will. Lyra would be cool. I guess we're looking for another Shuckle as well. Let me see. What does Ho-Oh have? Obviously, the immersive Ho-Oh that we do not have yet. We got 2. I think we have 2 immersive Lugia EXs, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta check. So whenever we do get artwork for Lugia, we'll be good. We'll be set on that. Silver would be cool to have. And we already have 2 full art Jasmines. Yeah, I guess maybe rolling on the Lugia pack is better. I'll do 110 pack on the Lugia, and then we'll hop into some games. We had a couple of decks already built, ready to go. Yeah, I'm very surprised that we ended up getting both immersives for the Lugia pack, but we haven't gotten a single immersive for the Ho-Oh pack. Because we've done more packs on Ho-Oh. There goes another Kingdra EX. So we can run double Kingdra. Ooh. Ooh. Full art shiny Weavile. I don't know if people still play Weavile. We got Lanturn EX. Guaranteed second, so we can play Lanturn if we wanted to. Politoed. Magikarp shiny. Magikarp shiny has to be one of the best shinies in the game. Like when they added the Leafeon shiny and the Glaceon shiny, it doesn't even look like it's a shiny Pokemon, you know? The Leafeon especially. Whenever you attach an energy from Energy Zone to this Pokemon, put a random card from your deck that evolves from this Pokemon onto this Pokemon to evolve it. Oh, snap. So Porygon 2 gets an automatic evolution. Without even needing rare candy. That's pretty cool. So we're still missing a bunch of these Alright, we'll chill for now, for the time being. Maybe once we do some solo missions, we'll open up more packs. Fire type, lightning, psychic, fighting, colorless. Wonder trades. At least we got a head start. Right? At least we got a head start. Ooh, this would be too good to pass up on if I don't just take the backdrop. How's it going, Evaldo? Good morning. So I think we go display. This should be backdrop, right? Yeah. We have 2 cards we can add. And the only 2 cards I can think of that make the most sense is gonna be the new art coming soon, twice. Beautiful. Okay, I feel like I've spammed it quite a bit, to be honest with you. I think I might have spammed the full art a little too much. All right, so let's see. Yesterday we played a bunch of Crobat EX, Dragonite, Lugia Ho-Oh, and Mag Cargo. We had a chance to play 4 different decks. 3 of them did well. The Mag Cargo did not. I keep forgetting to change this box art, to be honest. So Mag Cargo didn't really... Oh no, Mag Cargo did well. It was Dragonite. Dragonite didn't do well. So today, we're going to make... We already have the Dragonite deck already made, I think. I think we just needed to add Sylveon and Eevee, and I'm going to double check to make sure we did add them. But we're also, because I said I would, we're also going to add Bewear into the deck. It's a stage 1 that evolves from Stuffle. Yeah, stage 1 that evolves from Stuffle. Oh, they got rid of the search history stuff, I think. Unless I just haven't been searching for cards. No, I have been searching for cards. They put at the bottom? Nice! They put the search history at the bottom. They're doing some quiet quality of life. So we don't need a Sabrina, don't need a Cyrus, don't need a Guzma because this doesn't count as an attack. It's just flipping heads. So we're gonna go with double research. We'll go with the double ball, I guess. And we're gonna go with double will. I do think we're gonna need some survivability. So giant capes can be thrown into the mix. And it's a 3 energy Pokemon. So I could always throw double Lyra and maybe one of the baby Pokemon. Like double of the baby. Magby and Pichu. Double Will, double Lyra, double Giant Cape. And then I think after that, we go with a little bit of healing, right? Erida. Poke Center Lady. Double potion. I'm not sure if that's actually going to be good or not. This is just kind of like a slap something together kind of deck and hope it works. So it's basically Bewear. We've made a deck like this already, I think. Bewear. You found 2 other quality of life improvements. When you only have 1 benched Pokemon, you get Sabrina. It automatically selects the benched for you. Yes, and it goes for the energy as well. When adding Hollow, yeah. When adding Ho energies, it works probably the same with like Moltres and stuff like that as well. Any Pokemon that you need to add energy on, it'll probably work. I think it also works for Pokemon communication. If you only have 1 other Pokemon in hand that you can Pokemon communicate and you play Pokemon communication, it'll automatically play that Pokemon from your hand without you having to choose the one and only Pokemon. So there are a little bit of quality of life changes that have been nice, right? Some secret ones. Alright, so this is the Bewear deck. No EXs because we can knock out any Pokemon. As long as we flip 2 heads in a row, we win. We kill the Pokemon. It's 3 energy, which is why I'm running the baby Pokemon, and I'm also running Lyra in case I want to retreat off of Bewear to get back into Pichu and Magby so I can actually generate energy. We do have some survivability with Giant Cape Potion. Double Will to guarantee the first flip to be heads. And double Lyra for the retreat, for the free retreat, and keeping the energy while also having some healing Erida and Poke Center Lady. That is the Bewear deck. We'll be playing it later on today. I want to check the YouTube channel really quick, because I'm pretty sure we uploaded. Yeah, we did. June 9th. I uploaded just 1 single game of winning without doing any damage. Beware of Bewear. But maybe Bewear will actually be like somewhat viable and you can actually make some use out of it. I don't know. Works for Pheromosa as well. Ah, that's good. So it probably works for all effects where you have to choose a Pokemon. Will I make Zat2 deck as well? I can take a look and see what that Pokemon does and find out. Zat2. Is this the only Zat2 I have? It's from Lugia. Flip. If heads, your active Pokemon... Wow. Flip. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon's remaining HP is now 10. For 2 energy, that's kind of crazy, especially with Will. Because you could use Will on a Pokemon that has super high HP. Now they have 10, and then you can clean up with someone else in the back line. You'd probably definitely put Will in the deck, Cyrus in the deck. And, you could also maybe go Tapu Lele. Or actually, no. You could just go Greninja and finish it off. Typhlosion. Do I just not have Typhlosion? I do wish that I actually could see cards that I don't own yet. I don't know if you're able to actually check that, can you? Zat2, Greninja. I'm gonna check on the other monitor I have here. And we're gonna search really quick. There is a Typhlosion in the game. It says, once during your turn, you may make your opponent's active Pokemon burned. That's pretty cool. It's an ability as well. And you don't even need... I mean, technically, you don't need Psychic Energy for the Zat2. You'd run... Yeah, you'd run just the Typhlosion. That's in the Lugia pack. I got bad news for you. I just opened up like 10 more packs today of Lugia. And we do not have a Typhlosion, nor do we have double Zat2. I've been slow opening after we open up the bulk of what we already have. Because I think for the most part, we have enough cards to make a majority of all of our decks. Cyndaquil. You played the Skarmory deck yesterday. I liked it a lot. Simple and effective. Yeah. It's a very simple, straightforward deck to play for sure. We got the Cyndaquil. Yeah, the Typhlosion Xatu sounds interesting. I'll mark that down on my list of Pokemon to actually try out 100%. Xatu plus Typhlosion. That sounds really cool. And I'll try and also check wish lists just to see if I can end up wonder trading for them as well, right? It's going to be on the Lugia pack. So we'll most likely need to just keep searching for Lugia. Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't find a single Typhlosion out of all the packs we've opened on Lugia. I'm very, very surprised. Anyways, we still have some other decks we can play. We have Kingdra we can try out if we can make a deck out of Kingdra. We have Lanturn EX. We have Bewear and Dragonite EX. I think we're going to start the day with Dragonite. Today will be Dragonite. Do I prefer Lugia or Ho-Oh? I think Ho-Oh is more versatile in many other team comps. So I might favor Ho-Oh. But I think when I was playing the Pokemon game, I think Lugia was my favorite. Just for, like, I guess, design or feel or whatever. If we're talking about just, like, favorites. Not more so, like, what their abilities can do in-game. Okay. So let's go back and let's make this Dragonite deck. I think it's already made, so we're just gonna go ahead and hop into some matches. It's Dragonite Pichu, but with a twist because we do have one Sylveon added. This is the first deck we're gonna try today. Yeah, this is the first deck we're gonna try today. Double Lyra. No X speeds in the deck, so if we do start with Dratini, that's gonna suck completely. But we have Mars, Iono, Guzma. I figured we wouldn't have room to throw in an X speed. I did play some ranked mode matches offline. And I'm not sure if you can D-rank off of Master Ball or not. Yeah, I'm actually not sure. Alright, Dragonite, Pichu. We update the actual deck list. Dragonite EX plus Pichu. So those are of you who are on the horizontal stream, you'll see the win-loss ratio we have for this deck. And let's hop in. Let's play some games, alright? The other two decks we have on the list is going to be Lanturn and Bewear. I'll do some matches with Bewear for sure, just to get it out of the way. And then we can try and do either Lanturn or Kingdra EX. And see what the deal is with that. Still didn't find the new Gyarados yet, so I don't think we can actually play Gyarados. We're going first, and we got Pichu, so let's do that. And we'll put one Eevee on the back. Because I think ideally we want Pichu, Eevee, and double Dragonite being built. That's probably the play. Crackly Toss. So now we can find a friend if we desperately need to or want to. I guess it'll depend on what we get. If we find a Dratini, then Crackly Toss again. You think Ranked got updated to stay in Master Ball? Ooh, if that's true, that's actually really good. Because some of the reason why I didn't really want to try out too many decks is because you can D-rank from Master Ball, right? And the fact that I also wanted to grind and rank up. I don't think it really matters. But if you're telling me that I can just play any kind of deck I want and I won't D-rank, that's pretty good. It's honestly pretty good. Then we could try out all kinds of random decks. Assuming I don't care about going for top 10,000. Double Pokeball means that it could be a Dratini. All we need is one single... Aw, no. This is going to be another Pichu. And it's going to be another Dratini after. So, we're not looking good, I'll be honest with you. We died to one hit on Nihilego, even at 60 HP. I could stall with the double Dratinis. That might actually have to happen. The only other thing that can save us right here is if we can top deck a Professors into a rare candy Dragonite. Pretty sure that's true. You've been messing around at the bottom of Ultra and didn't lose anything at the bottom of the rank. Okay. How's it going, Pokemon? Yeah, I'll end up putting Pichu. The odds of them wanting to use Mars or a red card on me again is pretty low, so I didn't want to use Pichu yet. Just in case we find like an Iono and I desperately need to use Iono. We don't need to throw Pichu down in the field just yet. Alright, Professor's research. Got the Dragonite. We're looking for a rare candy. Wait, we're dead because they're doing 60 damage. So there was no way we were gonna live anyways, right? Once they had Darkrai, they were able to do 80 damage and we have 70 HP. Not a good start. I've been trying to make this Dragonite work. Yeah, you don't D-rank. Okay, that's the good thing. You can just grind out as much as you want and I will never have to worry about D-ranking. So might as well get all the bad... Not the bad decks. I don't know if Dragonite EX is a bad deck, but... I know we're going to hop into Bewear in a minute. Bewear is technically not that great, so maybe I should have started with Bewear into Dragonite EX. Alright, we got the same exact start. The difference is we do have a Pokeball this time, and we have a 66% chance that that Pokeball will be a Dratini. So as long as we get a Dratini here, we can start building up with Pichu. 66%. We need this right here. Nice. Alright, now we can Crackly Toss. Get that lightning energy we need. Sadly, we'll not be able to attack next turn with Dragonite. We need, what, 3 and not 2? But we can always Crackly Toss one more time. Double Giratina. We don't really care too much about Rocky Helms, right? But I can always Guzma just to thin my hand a bit. Aw, never mind. They're going to take the Guzma out. Guzma doesn't really matter. We one-shot and we'll only take 20 damage. A fair trade to go down to 160 HP on Dragonite. They already know it's coming too. Oh, this actually worked out perfectly, in fact. Now I can Crackly Toss on the left Dratini. And now no matter what happens to my Pichu, we have Lightning on both of the Pokemon. So we're able to level up both Dragonites. All we need is just rare candy and we're set. I won't even need Lyra because I can just attack with one Dragonite and then switch over to the other Dragonite and attack with them. Pichu will die here, which means I might swap to Eevee just to hold out. I really wish we got a rare candy. There goes the Lyra. I could Eevee. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to retreat and I'm going to go Eevee and I'm going to find a friend. Because we have Lyra, so I don't really need to build up extra energy on both Dratinis. I can just build up energy on one single Dratini once I'm ready. And then I can Lyra out and then switch back in, you know? And at least if I do it this way, we know they're not going to be able to attack this turn unless they switch from Giratina, lose double Psychic, and then don that last Dark Energy to Darkrai. Then they can attack this turn. But if they don't and they want a Broken Space Bellow, then we get to live just for one more turn, which is what's going to happen. Which gives us another chance to find our rare candy, which could technically happen here with Professors. 10 to 8 with the rare candy. We'll take it. Dragonite EX is here. Let's go ahead and retreat. Dragonite EX can't be killed in one shot, and we have Lyra. So we can swap off Dragonite and then swap back to Dragonite, and we get to attack again. And I don't see any of their Pokemon being able to live another 180 attack. So I think that seals the deal right there, man. Sadly, we couldn't find Sylveon to speed things up. But it worked out nonetheless. I think we have a Dragonair in the... Yeah, we have a Dragonair in this deck as well. So Eevee Find a Friend could have hypothetically found a Dragonair for us if we didn't find the Sylveon. So it was either going to be a Pichu, Sylveon, or Dragonair that we ended up pulling out. Yeah, Lyra is such a good trainer card. All those Pokemon where it says you can't attack next turn, Lyra makes that possible, you know? It started with, I think, Leafeon that had... It was like the base Leafeon, right? 90 damage. There's also Torterra in the game. But it definitely feels like Lyra was made for Dragonite EX here. But any other future Pokemon that comes out that says you can't attack on the next turn, you're ready to go with Lyra. I think there was another Pokemon that was kind of like that in one of the most recent expansions. How's it going, Ryan? Yeah, wasn't there another, like, EX Pokemon that was like that? Ultra Necrozma? No, not Ultra Necrozma. I'm trying to think. There was definitely another Pokemon. Not Torterra, not Leafeon. I'm forgetting. Lyra and Pichu work a lot better than Fossil. No, Buzz has Celesteela, so you don't really need Buzz. It was a different Pokemon. And I just never bothered playing it. I forgot who it was, though. But I think I will get a gold. Do you think we will get a gold card in the next set? Ethan? Wait, who's Ethan? I'm gonna search for it. While we're in the match, I'm gonna search for it, alright? It was Buzzwole. I haven't tried any Lanturn decks out yet, no. Not yet, my friend. I'm gonna be searching on the side to see if I can find out which Pokemon it might have been from one of the most recent sets. Alright, looks like I'm stalling, but I'm not. Alright, We're going first here. So not only do we not have Pichu to start off with, got Pichu late, we're also going to get up against a type Null who has energy advantage. So not the greatest. The good news is we do have rare candy for the Dragonite. The bad news is I think I have to let this Dratini die at some point. So I'm going to go Eevee and I think I might have to also put the other Pichu down. I'm going to wait, but I fear that they might red card us for having 4 cards in hand. And our game crashed. Uh-oh. That usually doesn't happen. I don't know if the game crashes for you guys as well. Let me close that. Let me reopen that. Let me close that again. All right. Somehow we got back in. 37 seconds remaining. I am so stupid. I need this to find a Dratini quick. All right, that's going to Sylveon. Mistakes were made. That's going to no one. I panicked because we ran out of time because our game crashed. But we're going to try and make this possible, all right? We panicked hard. I also needed to put down the other Pichu. Yeah, this is not looking good, chat. This is not looking good. We need one more Pichu. Yeah, I think that's it. The game crash definitely threw our momentum off quite a bit. Always fine for you on mobile and Moo Player. Yeah, I don't know why my tablet is messing up. It shouldn't. I'm not using an emulator. I'm using a tablet. I'm using the application. So it is a little weird. We'll see if I can still come back from this somehow. I don't know. If I had Pichu on the field before the turn ran out, I think we could have had it. Oh yeah, that was it, DH. Aggron was the Pokemon I was thinking of. That was from Extra Dimensional Crisis. A3A. Giga Impact, 150 damage, 4 energy. Yeah, that was the one. I am just stalling right now. There's no way we actually win this. Yeah. There's also a cool way you can go on mylimitlesstcg.com, go to the builder and type can't attack. And if you type can't attack as like a keyword, you can see all the Pokemon that are not able to attack on that next turn. So for example, it says we have 25 total cards. Ninetales, Scorching Breath, 120 damage. During your next turn, this Pokemon can't attack. We have Hoot Hoot. Oh, I guess Hoot Hoot is this Pokemon can't be asleep. And then it also shows Umbreon, where the enemy can't attack either. Dragonite EX, Aggron, showing Shiinotic. Necrozma is also in there. During your next turn, this Pokemon can't attack. 120 damage for the Psychic Necrozma. The new Ninetales also can't attack after this. And can do 170 damage with Blaine. Oh yeah, true. Ninetales works with Blaine. The new one. That's a new one, right? Alright, this deck is 1 and 2 at the moment. We're going first. We got Pichu, we got Dratini, and we got the whole evolution line. This is good. So we're going to get that lightning energy guaranteed, generated for Dratini in the back. We got double Pichu, so we'll just do that just in case they try to Sabrina. Put it down. Good to go. Ideally, the last spot here should be for another Dratini. We can run double Dragonite, but this should be fine right now, right? Once our Pichu dies in the front, we can attack with Dragonite, and then we can still Lyra and go back to the other Pichu. And if they Sabrina, that's helping us because it resets our attack anyways for Giga Impact. So we're going to go ahead. I think we just evolve here. I'm not too upset about not being able to get even more energy, but we're technically fine now, right? The job has been done. Mission accomplished. We got our double energy with Dragonite in hand. Zubat's going to a Crobat, which means we're going to die immediately. And I think we're going to just put Pichu in. Actually, you know what? I'm going to bait him out. I'm going to go Dragonair because I need Pichu so I can retreat off Lyra. He most likely has a Sylveon or an Espeon, which means he's only doing 80 damage. And then that... Wait, I'm dead. Wait, no, I'm not dead. He's only doing 80 damage. Crobat can only do 80 damage, which means that we live. It was Sylveon, which means it would only be 70 damage. Even if it wasn't Espeon EX for some odd reason, I think we'd still be fine. Arceus is ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and Giga Impact this. Just to get on the field, right? Get our +1. If Arceus decides to show up, then we can kill it with another Giga Impact. I feel like their best play, yeah, is going to be Crobat here. Crobat, so they can do 80 damage, take me down to 100. And Arceus can clean up and kill us. Yep, because they put another Pokemon down. So now they're able to do 110 damage. Wait, they're not gonna weaken me? Whoa, now. I feel like they made a mistake. They should have just attacked with Crobat. It's one... Oh, they weren't generating dark energy. They were not getting dark energy, so they weren't even able to attack with Crobat. They're running how much energy? Psychic, Fire, and Dark? I don't know why they're running all that kind of energy. Especially because Magby gives that Fire. I think they just made this deck. They must have just made this deck and forgot to change the energy. Alright, we lucked out. Now there is no way that Arceus can do enough damage unless he puts another Pokemon down on the bench to go to 130 and has red in hand. Okay, he still needs red. Wait, no, it doesn't matter because Crobat, I forgot. Alright, well played. I can't believe we lost to someone who just made the brand new deck and didn't change his energy. Forgot to fix his energy. Because there's no Pokemon in that deck that needs fire energy, so there's no reason why he'd run. Oh wait, no, he's not running fire. It's Dark Psychic. He got fire from Magby. Okay, I'm confusing myself. Yeah, this deck... We tried it yesterday. We went 1-4. We got a new variant today. We're 1-3. I don't know if the Dragonite... I'll give it one more game. If we end up losing this next game, I think we just say I'm done with Dragonite. The only time I was able to make Dragonite work was with Giratina. But for some odd reason with the baby Pokemon, you'd think I'd have better luck, but no, it's not working out. Alright, we are playing against a Charizard. We're going first as well. And we did not start with the baby Pokemon. Still didn't start with the baby Pokemon. Alright, this is not looking too good. Yeah, this is not looking too good. The best thing they can do is red card us, give us a Lyra and a Pichu, and I get to swap off my Dratini for free. Alright, Pokeball. Got the Pichu, finally. I'll go ahead and Mars him, take him down from 4 to 3. Why not? Realistically, I am a little afraid to just stay on that, so I think I'm going to swap. And then we'll just generate the lightning energy. No reason not to. They're only able to do 20 damage. 20 damage isn't too much, right? And we got that lightning guaranteed now. Sylveon. They got very high odds of having a rare candy. Dang, they have very high odds of having a rare candy. There it is. So, the good news is we can one-shot Charizard. As long as we can find a Dragonite. Because we have rare candy and Guzma if they choose to try and use a Giant Cape. Alright, I think I just have to put energy here and pray we get it. I really don't want to try and rare candy or whatever right now. I'm gonna have faith in this Dratini and hope that he doesn't have a there's no way he's running Cyrus, right? Alright, if he doesn't Giant Cape, we're gonna just Iono this next turn if we don't get it. He does Cape. Alright. So, new plan, chat. We're gonna put down Pichu, and then Guzma, I think. Assuming we don't get it. Dratini. Yeah, I think we have to Guzma this turn and then end turn, right? going to put Pichu down. And I'm also going to find a friend. That's going to be the most optional thing. I'm going to keep the cards in hand as well because I can still Iono. Nice, there it goes. Okay. So as long as they don't have another giant cape. I think this deck usually only runs one giant cape. And we have to hope they don't have a Sabrina either, because Sabrina technically gets them a win here. I guess I should have just held on to my whatchamacallit, Pichu, and not put it down, because now I am kind of weak, vulnerable. Moment of truth. Do they have a Sabrina? If they don't, we can rare candy Dragonite and go to the other Dragonite. If we don't find our Lyra. They got red. All right. And we got Lyra. Nice. All right, so now we just have to swap over to our Pichu. I thought we made a mistake because we ended up putting down our Pichu early and they could have Sabrina'd us, then killed us. We could have just held on to it instead. But it all worked out. Even if we didn't top deck Lyra, we had rare candy Dragonite. I just go to that Dragonite with 1 energy on it. It's 2 retreat cost. And then when they attack again and not kill the Dragonite, then we're able to swing back. Assuming they also didn't have, what, Cyrus? Not too shabby. We're 2-3. The deck's not the greatest, but we're kind of climbing back. We'll play a couple more games here. What does a baby Pokemon do? The baby Pokemon in the game are the ones who have 30 HP. It takes no energy for them to attack. They have no weakness, and they do not have a retreat cost. Some baby Pokemon can generate energy for you, like how Manaphy Moltres can do. Some baby Pokemon can search for, I think, other cards in your deck. The beautiful thing is you can use them turn 1, and you don't have to worry about putting energy on them, so it's a good way to ramp up. So, for example, I'll show you here, right? We're going second. We got Pichu against 16 trainer Slugma. Slugma has been an interesting Pokemon. Mad Cargo, because they have a Pokeball, but they're not going to put the Slugma down. They're going to hold on to it. Because Mad Cargo gets more use when you are the only one on the field, right? You don't want to hit your own Pokemon. Bro, no, not my... Okay. He's going to red card into silver to get rid of my professor's research, you punk. All right. Let's Iono this. That's absolutely wild. So now we literally have to put energy on Pichu, and it's wasted energy because we can't really do anything. That's messed up, man. Red card, silver. And they got Mad Cargo ready to go as well, which means we're probably going to die. We got double Dratini and Eevee. All right, we can spread all of this out to spread the damage. I don't know which Dratini's going to get hit, but let's hope the one in the back middle doesn't get hit because we're going to build energy on it. There we go. Energy has been placed. Now we have to let it all be in Mad Cargo's hands, right? Realistically, it won't matter who we go to either because we have Lyra. Actually, it doesn't matter who we go to in general. He's doing random attacks. But I'm hoping that the Dratini in the back lives. Let's go. All right. So because it's going to be random attacks, I'm going to entry in with the Dratini that has energy. Just in case we top deck Sylveon. And a Dragonite EX, which we did not find Dragonite EX. Feels bad. All right. So I am going to energy Dratini and just ram an attack. We could still end up having him hit one Eevee for 150 or Dratini on the bottom left for 150. And all we're missing then is a rare candy and we're good. Or he could end up putting his own Pokemon down and scuff this whole thing up. Nice! Okay. Alright, we have a slim chance. No! It was Sylveon and we needed that to try and find the rare candy. Oh, you hate to see it. Now it doesn't really matter where he hits. We're gonna die no matter what. He just needs one more. So I guess I kind of wish that he killed the Dratini so we could Sylveon and card draw and hopefully find the rare candy. Yeah, that red card silver absolutely ruined everything. We had Dratini at the beginning. We had Dragonite in hand. Silver is such a good card, man. Yeah, some baby Pokemon are able to attack as well for no energy. I'll do one more game with Dragonite Pichu, and then I think we're going to switch it up. Not saying that this Dragonite EX isn't the greatest, but we're not having the best of luck at the moment. How's it going, Fitore? I had the perfect hand. I did, man. And now we don't really have the perfect hand. We're going first. We got Zubat. They're going second, which is good for them if they find their Legos as well. We got another Dratini. This is still fine if we can find like a Lyra. Alright, we got Dratini on the back. We got Pichu as well. This is still okay. I can put one energy on Dratini and then go to Pichu. And then I can just build the other Dratini. So even if we don't find Lyra here, it's still okay-ish. Dragonite. Alright, retreat. Pichu. Energy on the one that doesn't have damage. Just so we're on the safe side, right? No. They're running Aerodactyl with Will. So all they have to do is Aerodactyl. I'm going up against like a lot of strange decks, but they're fun. You know? Because Aerodactyl is going to switch in with Will, land heads, and kill my Dragonite when it's ready. And we don't have anything to deal with that. I could Iono, right, to get it out of their hand. Or I can... If we can top deck a Mars, Mars would be good. I mean, this Crobat is so tanky at 190. Yeah, I think we're done with Dragonite. I apologize for the Dragonite fans that want to see Dragonite come make magic happen, but... I don't think we're getting lucky right now, all right? I don't think we're getting too lucky. All right, here comes the Will for the win. We're gonna be on a YouTube clips shorts moment. Oh, Lily, never mind. Wait a minute. Maybe they do not have Will in hand. No, they have Will. No, they don't. They're just going to go for the 50-50. Because it's a 50-50 at the end of the day, you know what I mean? And they won it. Dang, dude. Aerodactyl with Crobat? Didn't expect to see that, but I guess it works. 2 energy to attack. Crobat only needs 1. Good early aggression. Alright, we're done with the Dragonite. I tried making it work yesterday, didn't work. I tried making it work today, didn't work. I'm just not a fan of Dragonite, I don't think. Maybe if I did run all energy, Dragonite, not water, to work out on this, but I feel like we need to go water with Pichu. Alright, we tried Dragonite. I apologize, guys. Didn't work out. Talking about meme decks, though, alright? We're going to try and do this. We're going to play like 3 games, okay? We're not going to do too many games with this because, again, it's a meme deck. We're going to be playing Bewear and winning with Will. Flipping heads and knocking opponents out. This is just for a little bit of good fun, alright? It's fun Friday. So let's try and mix it up here. We have the Pichu, Magby to try and generate energy on Bewear. They need 3 knockouts, so it's okay if whenever a baby Pokemon die. Lyra to bring Pokemon back if we need to. So on and so forth. Double Will. Let's do it. I did promise we'd play Bewear today, so we'll play at least 3 games. If we go 0-3, we probably just call it on that, you know, and don't play anymore, and we'll work on either a Lanturn deck or a Kingdra deck. Or we can try and do that Crobat Aerodactyl deck if you really want and try that one out. From Dragonite to this. You know what's funny? I bet you Bewear is going to get more potential, more wins than the Dragonite did. Alright, we are going first. Ideally, with this team that we're running, we kind of want to go second. Yeah, we really do want to go second here. Energy advantage or elemental evolution advantage doesn't really do anything for us when you need 3 energy to attack, right? It's only good for like maybe Executor, Crobat, Pokemon that only need like 1 energy to attack. Alright, so let's see. Pokeball. We do got the Pichu. We got the Bewear. Sadly, I did put Lyras in the deck. And not Leafs, because we could have Leafed this turn. So that does suck. We could have Leafed, put energy, and then we'd be ready to attack with Bewear next turn with Will. So maybe there is an option, there's an argument to say get rid of Lyra and put Leaf instead. Right? They're choosing not to attack this turn. I guess because they don't want to... Wait, why do they not attack? There was no downside with them attacking, right? Unless they're just so fascinated by what's going on, they want to see this out. Alright, one thing's for certain, that Arceus in the back is doing 130 damage. We have exactly 70 HP, so we're gonna die. Yeah, we're gonna die here. Even if I try to Poke Center Lady and I could Poke Center Lady Potion and not use Wool. And then if we land, then I think we live. I think I'm going to do that, to be honest. Thins our hand. And it allows us to live if we can just do it on our own without Will. Alright, let's do it. One more. Let's go! We don't need Will! All we need is willpower. Knock him out. Oricorio's gone. We got +1. We're at 120. Arceus can't do 120 unless he puts another basic Pokemon down. So they are going with Zeraora in the front because they're scared. They are officially terrified now. Alright. Oh wait, they never got electrical cord. Because Bewear doesn't, it says it has to be knocked out by an attack. Technically, we're not using an attack. I mean, we're using an attack, but it's not doing damage, which means they never ended up getting the energy for Arceus. That's crazy, man. Wait, that's actually crazy. All right, so we're gonna will. So we're guaranteed 1 heads at least. And then I'm gonna put energy on Stuffle. And then we're gonna go in. We just have to land 1 50-50. This is gonna be guaranteed heads for the first. And the second one is also another guaranteed. Bewear, knocking them out 2 in a row. And we got another will ready to go. With another Stuffle almost set up at 3 energy. Again, Arceus can't do enough damage unless he has another basic. We already lost 1-0 or 1 Oricorio. Does he have another basic to put down? Please, no basic. No basic. He does not have a basic Pokemon. We live at 10. It's time, boys. We're not going to heal. No reason to. Unless we wanted to thin our hand, I suppose. But it's time to will one more time. Super powered hug. 140 HP. Arceus going down to a mere frick. I was going to say he went down to a bear. He did not go down to a bear. All right, he lived. Arceus lives. That's not good. We gotta find, we have 3 cards remaining. We gotta find the other Bewear. Don't worry, it's not over yet. We have another Bewear. So the last 3 cards that we have is a Bewear and double Giant Cape. Those are our last 3. Giant Cape. Now the last card, 2 cards we have is a Bewear and a Giant Cape. All right, good news is we still get to draw and he doesn't win off of killing one of the baby Pokemon. Bad news is... Actually, no. There's no bad news. If we can find Bewear, we're able to attack twice and get 2 attempts. Nice. All right, Bewear's at 140 HP, which means we get to live against an Arceus as long as it doesn't have a Sabrina and as long as it doesn't have a Giovanni. All right, second time we're trying this. Second time it's failing. We landed double tails, which means next time it's got to be double heads. Come on, no Giovanni, no Sabrina. No shot they had a Geo. All right, well played, man. Well played. The Arceus plot armor, come on. That almost worked out though, no? It's just a shame we took out 2 Pokemon that were kind of weak, no EXs. Because we did manage to land double heads twice. It just didn't work against the EX ones because they were keeping them safe in the back. It's a win in our heart. Let's hope we start with Pichu or Magby this time. Nice. All right, we're going second. All we need to do is find 1 basic Pokemon. We got 2 Pokeballs, we got Research, we got 2 Stuffles. I'm okay if they red card, to be honest. Gives us a reset on finding what we need, which is the Stuffle, which we got. And we got the Bewear. Honestly, they kind of helped us out. Especially if they don't find any other Pokemon but Litten. Like, even if they do find an Incineroar, evolve it. Not even an Incineroar. They're doing 30 damage. I can still just attack with Bewear. They gotta find another basic. But it'd be funnier if they had a rare candy, right? They did. They have a rare candy. Alright, so good news is, even if they Sabrina, we still... Aw, come on. I had Bewear and Will in hand. You can't do that. That's twice they messed up my hand. That would have been perfect, dude. We had Will, Bewear. We could have knocked him out, 180 HP. Alright, this guy is no fun. Alright, we gotta have Professor's Research help us out here. Come on, Professors. Aww. So there's no reason to attack or do damage. I think I'm just gonna build. If I attack, he gets to do eventually 140 per turn, but if I don't attack, then we're looking pretty. So no reason to attack here, to be honest. The only attack we're gonna ever do is gonna be the one that knocks him out with Bewear. I'm gonna go ahead and potion this, or Pokemon Center Lady. And I'm gonna potion. And then we build the back. And again, no attack. Because there could be a chance we can live here if he doesn't have the How in hand. Alright, we live at 10. And I'll take a living at 10. Aw, man. Still nothing. That Iono messed us up, man. Ten cards remaining. Come on, man. We gotta find Bewear. That's all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe decks that are not Bewear will have more will usage. Let's try one more. If we go 0-3 with this, we'll switch it up and try another. I'm trying to see how we can make will. This is, I mean, Bewear needs double heads anyways. We could technically use the Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl is just one head. Alright, bad news is we're starting with Stuffle. Good news is we are going second. But worst news is they're going first, and if they have Fanfy with Donphan, they can one-shot my Stuffle in the front. So, some good news, some bad news, some good news. They do have Fanfy, and they're able to attack with Tyrogue. Bro! Tyrogue being able to attack for 20 damage? Dude. Absolutely nutty to get damage in early. Absolutely wild. This has to be a Stuffle. Pichu. I'm gonna heal just the bare minimum. Actually, it's not healing the bare minimum because they can just Fanfy now and attack. But they did have Donphan, so even if I Aerodud, Donphan would kill us. Alright, I think we're done with the Bewear deck. I am thinking about running... I don't want to run a Tyrogue Donphan deck, even though it does make sense, right? No energy, and then you keep building the back. I don't know if I want to build and make a deck like that, to be honest, because we already made a Donphan deck. Yeah, that's going to be GG. Alright, we tried Bewear. No Bewear, to be honest. We'll mark these two off the list. So the only other decks we have to play today is going to be Lanturn EX with Will or Kingdra EX. We don't have Xatu with Typhlosion. And we don't have another Scizor to do with Skarmory. I could go Tyrogue and Lucario, maybe. Should I try Tyrogue, Lucario with Hiker? Haven't played in a while. What's popular to run these days? Basically, some of the old meta stuff is still popular now. You can still get by with some of the old stuff. I've seen a lot of Shining Revelry Charizard. Alright, I apologize for the losses, chat. Let's try and actually get a proper deck. We were trying to do kind of a meme deck, to be fair with you. Let's get a proper deck now, right? I really want to make a Tyrogue deck work, I guess you can say. And then we can try out the new card Hiker. But what other Pokemon should we throw in? Lucario? Like the base Lucario, I'm assuming. I do wonder if we go with this one energy attacking Lucario, just in case we start with Lucario. I feel like that makes more sense. And then we have double Hiker. We have a red card, Silver, Sabrina, Cyrus, Guzma. But we're still missing another Pokemon here. Should we throw in, like, Rampardos? This can be the non-EX, the no-EX deck. Four basics, one Skull Fossil. And then we go Rare Candy. That looks like a perfect fit. Sudowoodo can work as well. Donphan. I mean, if we're not going up against an EX, then Sudowoodo kind of sucks, right? The main reason why I didn't want to go Donphan is because we already made a Donphan deck, but I guess I could. I would go Donphan. No, I kind of like this, actually. I kind of like this. No Donphan. Let's keep it like this. Unless there's another non-EX Pokemon we can throw in besides Rampardos. I do like the Tyrogue with Lucario and Hiker. Hiker doesn't work with Skull Fossil. Yeah, I know. But at the very least, we could still get 3. Look at the top 3 cards. Looking at the top 3 versus the top 4 is still good, you know what I mean? Tyrogue in the front, Lucario in the back, another Lucario in the back. And then we can Hiker. As long as we can find our Skull Fossil and whatever, it's still good. Or not Skull Fossil, but our Rare Candy and Rampardos. Passimian. Alright, let's try it out. This is the deck list. It's not going to have synergy with the fossil, but I think this is still going to be good to change in the order. And we have that secret attacker from Rampardos. So I'm looking forward to this kind of deck. Tyrogue plus Rampardos. Or Tyrogue plus Lucario. What about the Hitmontop, the new one? I mean, I wanted a heavy hitter. That's why I threw in Rampardos. Alright, so ideally the stage is going to look like double Riolu with Tyrogue if we did start with it, and then one single Rampardos. That's the ideal start, I believe. Now, the good news is we are going second, so we do get a chance to attack. I think normally Tyrogue is usually good for when you're going first, right? Since we're going second, I don't think this is too bad. Having a Lucario. Professors kinda hurts us to play right now, and we already have the cards that I want in hand. So I think realistically, I'm just gonna keep this. I take 20, go down to 40. Ooh, I should not attack either. I'm gonna end turn. Even if I did have a Tyrogue and I attacked, I still died to the Nihilego, which would suck. But I'm gonna end turn here because if I attack, I go down to 20 or 40, and then you can put energy on Darkrai, and then I die, right? At least this way, I can do this first. And then I'm set. I'm just hoping they don't Sabrina. They got 3 cards in hand. I'm not gonna red card because they just go from 3 to 3 and they haven't drawn a Professor's Research yet, so doing so might actually help them. Alright, so we go down to 90. If they do top deck a Crobat, then we take 70. And we'll still be able to live at 10. So thankfully they didn't. We got the EX in the front, so all we gotta do is make or mark damage on it. We're doing 80 damage, and then we can Cyrus and bring it back to do another 80. Unless they Mars us. I mean, that's better than a Sabrina, because we still get a chance to do 80 damage, and then all we need to do is find our Cyrus again out of a deck of 13. So overall, still good. And we can Silver in case they have a Leaf in hand. They did have a Leaf in hand. So now we can get rid of that Leaf. No running away for you from no running away for you. What am I trying to say? I don't know. Let's go ahead and attack. Nice, not bad. Now we can swap from Lucario, go Tyrogue, and we'll still be able to do what? 60 damage plus their weakness, 80 damage. All right, this is looking good. Tyrogue, man. It does feel like we needed like an X speed or something to get off the Lucario that was in the active spot, but I think this is working out. Not bad so far. How's it going, Kai? I could also get Marshadow instead. Oh, true. I forgot about Marshadow. What cards should I get rid of for a Marshadow? Because no, you're right. Marshadow is good, especially for Tyrogue. Ooh, all right. We are going first with Tyrogue. They're running water energy. Who do they put in the front? An Eevee who is weak to fighting. And because we go first, we get evolution advantage, which means they're not going to be able to actually evolve and do anything to us. They won't even be able to find a friend. Let's put Riolu on the back, Skull Fossil down, and let's Slappy Knuckle. This is good. This is a good start. Because this is ideally what our field should look like, right? Doesn't matter if what they get rid of here. They probably get rid of our Cyrus, I'd assume. But it doesn't matter. This is our field that we want. Double Riolu, so we can go double Lucario. A Tyrogue to keep attacking for no energy. And then a Skull Fossil ready to go into a Rampardos. Now, as long as we can find Hiker, we can check the next 3 cards, and that'd be nice. This will still thin our deck. Riolu energy. They decided to find a friend to help thin their deck because their hand is probably looking bad. Unfortunately for them, this does mean they lose energy. So even if they do find what they're looking for, they're not able to actually attack just yet. Unless they wanted to attack with Froakie. And all we need is double Riolu. Or just a single Lucario, rather. And then I can swap in Lucario and kill the Froakie. It's your move, Chief. What's it gonna be? Alright, so Sylveon. I feel like they should try and build energy on the Sylveon in the back and not try and put energy on Froakie, because then they're not even going to be able to attack next turn with Sylveon. They are going to opt to go in with Froakie. Maybe they have a rare candy, or they're hoping to get a rare candy. Hard to say. I'm gonna Slappy Knuckle again. So that brings the hypothetical Greninja down to 100 HP. And if I did have, say, a Marshadow, I could Marshadow's Revenge for 100. And then kill the Greninja. And then they'd lose all energy again. So there is a reason to have a Marshadow in the deck. Yeah, for sure. Because now I can't kill this unless I top deck a rare candy. Alright, so they Professored, so they can't Cyrus, which means they're going to just swing in on the front Mist Slash. So they're not going to build up the Greninja or the Giratina in the back. Which is good for us. Bad for them if I do top deck a Rampardos. Or bad for them if I top deck. Oh, they're not going to actually do anything. Sabrina doesn't do us much. Because they could still just swap from Sylveon over. I have to give up the Skull Fossil. Trying to find out if I want Sabrina and they go into Sylveon and then they just put energy on Sylveon and retreat into Greninja. Because that seems like the play they're going to make, right? Oh. They decided to go Giratina instead, not Sylveon. Interesting. Okay. So I can always Cyrus it in the future, and we only need one more EX kill. This, again, is where Marshadow would come in handy. Come on, Lucario. Hiker. Let's see what we got. That's how bad our hand was. Another Hiker into a rare candy. All right, so rare candy is going to be at the bottom. Hiker will be before the rare candy, I think. Research should be the next one. Wait, no, research doesn't make sense because I'm going to research into the next two, which is bad. This is bad. Yeah, this is not good. I could technically Hiker as my next, but we're about to lose a basic Pokemon, which means yeah, this is not good, chat. This is absolutely not good. We got no Lucarios in hand, but I think the only Lucario is the only other. Yeah, no, this is done. I'm ready to throw in the towel right now once they attack. We know the future, we know it's coming, and we can't stop anything. Let's just save him and myself the time and the trouble and concede. Even if we did have Marshadow, in my defense, he could have just hit it, Cyrus, and then killed the Marshadow. But I do think we could get by with a Marshadow for sure. Yeah, if anything, it just tells us that we need to concede. So what do we get rid of for a Marshadow? Red card? And then throw in a single Marshadow. All right, that's the deck. We got Marshadow in now. All right, we're going second. We got Tyrogue in the front. Going second really isn't that great. I'll be 1,000,000% honest with you. It's good for going first because you can hit for the 20. I mean, I guess going second is okay. It's not like they get energy advantage. So if anything, they get 1 energy. You're still safe. You still get a chance to swing in. Lego. I am tempted. Oh, I can't even attack. We need Guzma. Marshadow. So unfortunately, if I attack, it says I need to be knocked out by a Pokemon's attack. So Marshadow doesn't work on Revenge if I attack and die to the poison, so I'm not going to do that. We don't need Sabrina just yet. Actually, you know what? I'll put Sabrina on the top. And then Lucario. And then we'll end turn. Because if for some odd reason they want to build Dark Energy on the back Lego and don't put any other Pokemon down, I can still just switch Marshadow and then still get a chance to swing in here. Or just swing in with Tyrogue if I need to. Yeah, Sabrina's going to be good here. Depending on who they put in. If they put in Guz, I go Tyrogue, I think. Nihilego. So I'm able to do how much damage? 60, so I still don't kill, which means Slappy Knuckle still gonna be worth. I can't one-shot, sadly, so we'll chill for now. I got Nihilego. Our next card is gonna be a Lucario. I'm not gonna lie, being able to see the future with Hiker doesn't feel good because you already know what you're getting yourself into. And we know we're not getting into anything good right now. This feels so bad. Alright, so good news is I can just Lucario kill the Nihilego next turn. Assuming they don't want to swap in Lusamine right now. They don't want to swap in Lusamine. Okay. We're all just playing a game of chicken right now, it seems. So I'm doing 20 plus another 20, 40 plus the weakness. I could just Guzma and not even worry about Lucario. I don't get to kill the Nihilego. But I keep it at 10. And no barb is on it. The problem is he can just put energy on Nihilego to attack now, right? Yeah. I think I should have Lucario'd. Just to secure at least one kill. Because with no Rocky Helmet or anything to swing back on that, now we basically just lost 2 Pokemon. Honestly, if I swap an attack, it doesn't matter about just doing this. I feel like Lucario EX could be good. It does 100 plus 30 to a bench. Can snipe the babies whenever and whatever was chipped by Tyrogue. I'm down to try it. Yeah, so we're obviously dead. So Lucario EX. I would have to get rid of Rampardos. And maybe I add in Fanfi as well. So we have 2, 4, 5, 6 basic Pokemon, 2 Pokeballs, 2 Research, 2 Hikers, Guzma, Sabrina, Cyrus. Trying to think if we want to add anything else. Like an Iono, Pokecom. I could add in the other Lucario as well, if I wanted to. The base Lucario. So 1 base Lucario, 1 Lucario EX. We're not going to be building double Lucario EX. What if I just ran 1 EX, 1 non, and not try and put 2 EXs in the deck? Because we have Donphan EX. So our opening is going to be Tyrogue ideally on the field with Phanpy and a double Lucario in the back. Do we need Marshadow? Add Marowak EX. Trying to see if survivability is good here. It feels like survivability could be good. Giant Capes for the Tyrogue. Get rid of Marshadow, get rid of 1 Lucario EX. Go double Giant. Lets me attack more with Tyrogue, which means I can build more energy. I don't know if that seems like a smart idea or not. And then we're running just 1 Lucario. So Tyrogue, Lucario EX, Lucario, Donphan EX, Phanpy, 5 basic Pokemon, 2 Pokeballs. Our field is going to be double Riolu, Phanpy, and Tyrogue. I do feel like I want to kick out one hiker for an Iono in case we brick, but this could work. Add Marowak EX one time. We might make a Marowak EX deck. We'll see. Because I know Marowak EX is what? 80 damage per heads, and you get to flip twice. With Will, at least you're guaranteed 80 damage. And it's just 2 energy to attack, I think, as well. Alright, we're going second, which means all energy can be used for someone else. Hopefully this Pokeball doesn't give us a Tyrogue and gives us something else like a Lucario or a Phanpy. If it was Lucario, that'd be really sick, to be fair. Riolu. That kind of sucks. I'm gonna thin my hand a little bit and then Slappy Knuckle. Yeah, that kind of sucks. I don't want to put Tyrogue down, but I know Tyrogue is gonna die anyway, so at least we have another Tyrogue as a backup on the field. I don't think it'll mess up our Pokemon. Giant Cape, just what we needed. Like I said, Giant Cape to keep us alive is perfect. This is good. All right, Slappy Knuckle. And we got Lucario now. So I think the play is gonna be Sabrina, right? Sabrina hit one of the Skull Fossils. I could also just kill the Hitmontop, but I think making sure one of these Skull Fossils die is going to be better. And if they don't cough up a Skull Fossil, at the very least, we kill the, whatchamacallit, right? Alright, we got one Skull Fossil. The other Skull Fossil is going to go down as well. This is putting a lot of pressure on him now, because if he doesn't have Rare Candy Rampardos, he has to discard it, and then we only have to worry about a Hitmontop and a Lucario, which isn't too bad. He's getting desperate here with an Iono. Didn't find the Rampardos, so he's not gonna retreat it. Did he forget? We win just now. Yeah, we win. All I have to do is Aura Sphere and hit the Skull Fossil, and that's it. I think he forgot to discard his Skull Fossil after he Ionoed. I don't know what he was thinking, but we'll take it, right? Lucario EX coming back. Lucario. It's kind of insane how much you flipped the second heads. You took down a Dragonite with Cape because of it. Oh, you mean with Will? Yeah, I'm telling you, as long as you land the first heads, the second heads is like almost guaranteed. I swear it has a higher chance or higher percentage. Alright, I'm going to reset the win-loss ratio because we're playing with Tyrogue and Lucario EX now. It's a new deck. The other deck, I think, went 1 and 2, for the record. But now we're going to be going with a new deck list. Alright, we're going second here. And we got Tyrogue and Fanfi ready to go. The good news is we have Hiker, so if we do get some bad card draw, we can kind of help with Hiker, I think. And the Pokeball should give us another Pokemon, so we can check the next 3 cards that's coming up. Okay. No energy advantage for him. We're doing 50 damage max with an Eevee if I attack the Fanfi. Let's go ahead and Hiker. Check the next 3 cards. It's a Guzma, which doesn't help, so we'll put that at the bottom. A Lucario, which I think we just got a Riolu. We did get a Riolu. So I'm going to go Riolu, I think. Actually, I can Professor and Lucario. That's probably going to be the best play, right? So then I can Professors into the Lucario and then still get another card after the fact. So Professors first. Lucario after. Put energy on the Riolu and Slappy Knuckle. Because then we get to keep Tyrogue in the front and we still get to do 20 extra damage if he chooses to evolve. Or we just swap over to Lucario and do 60 damage instead. So he's evolving. If he does put energy, I think I'm gonna swap, but it depends. Because with a Greninja in hand, he can one-shot my Lucario. He's looking. He's got the other Eevee. Energy's going down. He's got 5 cards remaining. He's definitely going to have a rare candy coming up soon, right? Yeah, this is definitely going to be a rare candy, which means I probably start putting energy on Fanfi. We're weak to Psychic on Lucario. He attacks my Lucario with Greninja. Go down to 80. He Cyruses. He finishes with Sylveon. I lose all energy. I'd rather go Fanfi here and Slappy Knuckle again. He's got 2 cards remaining. What are the odds his last 2 cards are 2 rare candies and he doesn't evolve? Like, what are the odds he just does not evolve right now? Wait, he's X-speeding out. No, he's just burning his stuff in hand. Wait, no, he's actually X-speeding out. Wait, why would he X-speed? Wait, are you kidding? He has 2 cards left, and his absolute last 2 cards are rare candy, I think. Or it could be a Greninja. It could be double Greninja. Because there's no way he doesn't have a single rare candy and 1 Greninja in hand to evolve the Froakie. That is absolutely wild. All right, so I'm gonna go in with Donphan. I'm gonna Hiker. Giant Cape first. Pokeball after, I guess. And we attack for 70. The reason why I wanted to Hiker first here is because if he does choose to attack with any Sylveon, I can kill whatever Sylveon attacks us. And then I can Cyrus and kill the other one. And I think we'll be able to live. Assuming I can get that Giant Cape. Because no doubt this Greninja's hitting the Donphan, right? But it's still going to take 2 hits to kill the Sylveon, or kill us. And I think we can just Cyrus. Aw, that's no fun. Oh, we got Cyrus back. Okay. But we lose our Giant Cape, which is unfortunate. Because I wanted to force him to try and hit us again. Alright, so I gotta think. If I Cyrus and hit the other Sylveon, he'd have to attack again with this one. Or else he's dead. So he's gonna bring back in this Sylveon, no doubt. If I don't do that, am I still dead? We only have 1 Donphan in the deck. Riolu goes down no matter what. I'm doing 70 damage, so I don't really need to put energy on this one. I can put energy on this Riolu. If I Professor's Research, I could find the Giant Cape. I think I just have to go ahead and kill. I think I've lost. I took a lot of time, but I think I've lost. I tried to play 5 different games in my head just now. And there was a game where I played Cyrus, hit the Sylveon, kill it, By putting third energy on Donphan, they go back to the other Sylveon with 70 HP. I don't have a Pokemon that can do 70 HP because I don't have the other Riolu. I have Lucario EX, but it won't matter because he has his other Greninja, which means he'll be able to one-shot my Lucario after killing the Donphan. Even if I Professored Research and got Giant Cape, put Giant Cape on Donphan, he'd still be able to hit one for Donphan, one to Lucario. Yeah, no matter how I looked at this, we were gonna lose. I was a little terrified there. I was like, there's nothing I can do right now. They will just double ping and attack. Yeah. I was trying to think about like what I could do. No matter which Sylveon I killed, it wouldn't have been enough. All right, we'll go again. All right, we're going second, ladies and gentlemen, and we have a Pokeball, so that's going to be a guaranteed. Actually, not a guaranteed. It could be another Tyrogue out of the Pokeball, which would suck, but we do have some stage ones. We have options here. I think they're just burning the Leaf in their hand because they don't really want it anymore. I think Leaf was in case they didn't start with Cleffa. I still probably wouldn't have used Leaf, I'm going to be honest with you. Because they don't want to get red carded. Because if I top deck a Sabrina, that would have been very hilarious. Because then I can just Sabrina into the Darkrai, attack it. They already used their Leaf. They can't actually retreat off anymore. That would have been very bad on their part. But I guess they got a little lucky here. Cyrus, we get out. They got a Tyrogue, Darkrai, and a Magnezone that they're running. Very interesting. They got Tyrogue, Magnezone, Darkrai in their hand. So they're looking for a Magneton. They got, or Magnemite. They got the Magnemite. Dang, Cleffa and Tyrogue. With Darkrai, I didn't even think about that. That seems like an interesting combo. I do wonder if I just go EX Lucario. Or if I go this Lucario so I can start attacking. If I go this Lucario, I attack, kill him. If I go the other Lucario, I might be able to win. I might have to go Lucario EX. Because he has Magna... whatchamacallit, Magna whatever in hand. I can't kill a Magnezone with that other Lucario. But this Lucario can at least survive, I think, one Magnezone hit. Maybe? No, I won't be able to survive a Magnezone hit, I don't think. Wait, no, I will. Because he's not going to get me down to 110. He can't get me down to 110 unless he puts energy on Darkrai. And if he puts energy on Darkrai, he can't attack with the other Magnezone. So we are technically okay here. Let's swing in with Lucario. I don't think I need to worry about the Cleffa too much, to be fair with you. I can kill it on the backswing, I want to say. If I kill the Cleffa, he won't put Cleffa in. But if I attack the Magneton and he puts Cleffa in... it seems really bad. If I kill Cleffa, he has to be put in one of these. Darkrai will hit me and I can't do anything back. This feels like a lost cause right here. Oddly enough, I'm gonna hit the Darkrai, because if he does go Cleffa and choose not to attack again. All it takes is a Sabrina. Oh man, I should have hit that Magnezone. It's always hindsight though, you know? Because if I hit Magnezone, they just go Darkrai. If I hit Cleffa, they go Darkrai. It is a rough, rough life. They probably have Cyrus in hand as well now. Yeah, this is odd. This combo is wacky. 4 types is very odd to look at in this game. Yeah, Cyrus. I mean, their combo worked. I couldn't really kill the Cleffa because if I killed Cleffa, then their Magnezone and Darkrai stay at full HP. And if they stay at full HP, they're able to swing in. If I hit the Magnezone, they go Darkrai and swing in with Magnezone or Darkrai. They're like Magnezone and Darkrai both do 100 damage, so it's hard to try and figure out who to focus on. If only we could generate fighting energy a little bit quicker. Why wouldn't I win with Lucario? If I Professors and found Cape, Lucario does 50 plus 20, right? No, Lucario would do 40 plus 20. So we'd still be just shy of lethal. What deck are we using? We're trying just a random deck. You wish Tyrogue could ramp energy? True. If we could have a baby Pokemon that ramps fighting energy. I don't know. Why do I play Lucario EX? We need a heavy hitter in the deck. I tried Rampardos at first, but Rampardos, you could never find the Skull Fossil. But 40 plus 20 plus Guzma still kills the benched Sylveon. Yeah, but Prison Mike, you're not... You can't Guzma and Cyrus in the same turn. So if I attacked the front Pokemon that had 70, with their Greninjas up on the field as well, I was going to die before I could even Guzma. Wait one more turn, and then... Oh, you mean Guzma, he brings in the Sylveon. I think I still... No, yeah, I still die. Because he only had one more card left he needed to draw, which was the rare candy, and then he got double Greninja online. So even if I Giant Cape, I go to 90. He'll hit the front Dawn Fan. I go down to 70, and then he can just swing in with his 70. Oh, wait. I think I see what you're talking about. His only way to win would be hit the Lucario and then Cyrus it. Because even if he does kill the Dawn Fan, Wait, didn't he red card me? Or Mars me? So I lost my Cyrus? Or did I get it? Or I lost my Guzma. Yeah, I lost my Guzma, so it didn't really matter. Alright, we're going first. And we got a Pokeball. I think this is our first time going first here with Tyrogue. which is very good because now we get, what, Tyrogue attacking for 20 off the rip. They do get energy advantage, which kind of sucks, but at least they're not able to swing back. They'd have to find a friend. I am going to chill, I think, with the giant cape. Actually, you know what? Just so I don't really get hit, I'll put the giant cape on Donphan. I don't know where I want to put it, to be honest with you. And I'm going to swing in. Because if I have 3 cards in hand, they're most likely going to red card. If I have just 2 cards, they most likely won't. And if they do want to try and swap from Eevee over to Nihilego somehow, we do have Donphan EX, and then I can just kill the Nihilego in one shot, because we do 50 damage. So overall, I think putting it on Donphan is going to be good here. And then we'll just generate all energy for Donphan. Sabrina would be very strong, I think, with Donphan. Because I don't care about this Eevee, I don't think, right? We care about killing one of these guys in the back. So let's just go ahead and Sabrina right now. I can always Cyrus this Eevee back anyways. Alright, Donphan's coming in. They get to keep that energy, but part of me thinks that they're running base Umbreon. And Umbreon only needs 1 energy to attack anyways, and they're not running Umbreon EX. This could be kind of hasty though, to be honest. Yeah, this might be very hasty. It's a Sylveon. We don't have any healing in the deck, do we? Alright, come on. Barb? In my opinion, Barb on Crobat after you're attacking feels kind of worthless unless you're running Poke Center Lady. But even if you are, it feels... I don't have Lyra in the deck. By Cyrus, I'm hitting 70 to the Sylveon. I could still just hit 70 to the front. It'll do 90. So no matter what, we are dead. We don't have a second Cyrus. I could energy this. I don't think we do enough math. 60, 80. Oh no, we do enough. As long as he has no healing, we do just enough to win here. We hit him for 90. He goes down to 80. We're doing exactly 80 damage. So as long as he has no healing, we can kill with Lucario and we win the game. We can Cyrus to bring him back. I don't think that Crobat deck runs healing. Right? He retreated. Does he heal though? He can't attack, which is good for us. Maybe he does have healing, but he's looking for it. Oh, we still lose, don't we? Yeah, we still lose because I have no cleanse. So I can't retreat. I have no Lyra. I have no healing. If I could have just healed 1 potion, we could have won. Yeah, that sucks. The poison kills us, and then he just kills one of our other Pokemon. He does 70 to the Lucario. And then Lego does the last 30. And if I try... Wait, what am I talking about? He's weak to fighting. Okay, now it seems like I was literally just trolling this guy. I forgot he was weak to fighting. Alright, I overthought that completely. I was like, we're only doing 70. Crobat lives at 10. We die to the poison. He attacks our Lucario. We die. We lose. He goes up +3. No, yeah. Crobat's weak to fighting, not grass. I don't know why I always forget that. Okay. Not bad. I'm not using an emulator, Zomi. I'm using a Samsung tablet, S10 Ultra. I was like, what? You have Cyrus? Yeah, I knew I had Cyrus in the deck, or in the hand. I just didn't know if he actually had, or if he was weak to fighting or not. Alright, we're going second. Let's do it. Against Executor. Executor EX. No way they'd run Executor EX with Will, right? I feel like this is gonna be just the basic Celebi Executor and that's it. I mean, if he has the evolution, this is gonna suck. Oh man, this is gonna suck either way. I'm gonna assume he doesn't have Will and Executor EX in the same hand. And I'm just gonna attack, alright? Wait, there was no reason to actually... I mean, I guess I could have just... No. We're gonna just do this like this. Because if I swap to Tyrogue and he doesn't have Will, then there's still a chance we live, but there's no chance Tyrogue lives, which means he dies and we lose all energy. He's going up to 60. We do 60 if we get base Lucario. Never mind, he's going back up. Growth. Oh, wait, he's not Executor EX. Growth Spurt. How much does he need? How much energy? I think it's 4. He needs 4 energy. Alright, so he needs 4 energy. I think I'm just gonna chill then. Giant Cape and Lucario to the front. And then just end turn. He needs 4 energy to attack with Executor here. The Alolan. Oh, it's 3! Why did I think it was 4? Oh, man. I should not have evolved. That's going to be a free EX kill for him. I forgot it was 3. I thought it was 4. That's... I think I'm thinking of the other Executor, maybe. I mean, it might be too late for Silver, to be fair with you. And if I retreat, that's basically all my energy. We're gonna have to just hope he doesn't have another Will in hand and he lands Tails, and that's basically it, right? Haha! Let's go, baby! Alright. We got the Cyrus in hand. So I could Cyrus, but then he'll be able to guarantee kill us. I want him to stay on a Alolan Executor, and I'm gonna Silver to get rid of any cards in hand that he might have. Alright, he has another Sylveon and a Alolan. Put energy here. Attack again. He had Cyrus in hand, we got rid of it. He has Sylveon, we got rid of it. He just top decked a Pokeball, which means he's not able to actually use Will. It's a 50-50 for the head flips, and he can't even retreat, so he has to commit. You love to see it, man! And now we do the ultimate play. Cyrus the Sylveon, bring it into the front, and then hit the Executor in the back for 30. Knock them both out. GG, man. Whew, Will was pretty scary, but we somehow survived. I don't know how we managed to survive that. I mean, the odds of them having double Will was probably very slim, no? Alolan Executor. That's an interesting one. I might have to try and make a deck off that as well. No, not all the flips will be heads, Kage. Your first heads will be... Your first flip will be a heads if you use Will. But most of the time when you're using, like when you're flipping, once you land one heads, it feels like the rest of the heads like steamroll. You ever play like Eevee, the continuous steps? All it takes is one heads, and then you land like 5 in a row. Misty, Team Rocket, Grunt, so on and so forth. There's a lot of Pokemon where you just need that first heads to be a heads. Alright, we got Riolu in the front. We haven't really messed around with Donphan too much. I feel like Donphan isn't really getting used here, to be fair with you. But it's okay. We get the energy advantage here. Depending on what we get from professors will determine who we evolve into. They got their own Froakie in the back as well. Alright, what's it gonna be? We got Hiker. I think we professors before using Hiker. That makes the most sense, to be honest. We got Tyrogue. And we're gonna thin our hand as well, just in case they try to red card us here. So I really don't mind throwing down double Tyrogue. Truth be told, if we're only gonna do 20 damage, I'm just gonna retreat. I don't know if that was like worth it, to be quite frank with you, because for one, if they have Greninja, they can just hit the back Pokemon anyways, then Cyrus and bring me up, and I'll probably die, so losing the energy kind of sucks. Yeah, here comes the Greninja, you know? Oh, he's hitting the Tyrogue instead. This is where a giant cape would come in handy for us. No, not my Guzma. Not my Guzma, please. Please, bro, don't take it. Hello? Is he deciding? Come on, take the Guzma. I don't want it. Okay. As long as he didn't take Hiker, it doesn't really matter. Hiker, we got Silver back. What are the odds that... Why did he get rid of Silver? No. Why did he get rid of Silver? Is that one card in hand something so valuable that he desperately wants to keep? I kind of want a Silver just because it's funny that he got rid of it, but I kind of want a Hiker because I feel like Hiker would be the better play. Nah, bro. I don't care if I lose this game. Silver is such a bad play right now, but I just kind of want to show him that I got it back. It was a Cyrus. I mean, he did telegraph. He telegraphed it very clearly that he had a supporter in hand. So now he's going to go down to no supporters in hand. Never mind, professors. I mean, at least we found out what was in his hand. The curiosity would have killed me if I didn't check. Alright, we need a miracle. And a miracle did not happen. I bet you if I hikered early, though, we could have gotten it. Who's to say? Yeah, he really didn't want us to use silver, which is why I wanted to actually use silver. It wasn't the best play. Obviously, we were going to lose because I used silver, but hey, we found out what he had. Alright, let's do a couple more games with this deck, I guess. Hiker seems like a pretty bad card. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it either. Hiker lets you rearrange the top 1 to 4 cards of your deck, depending on how many fighting Pokemon you have on the field. More fighting Pokemon on the field means more cards you can move around. So because I only have 1 Pokemon, using Hiker is just technically letting me rearrange the next 1 card, which means Professor's Research is going to be better right now. He is going to go energy because he wants to... Dang, his hand is that bricked that he has to build energy on Eevee. That's unfortunate. I don't know who he's going to have, so I'm going to go ahead and just go Slappy Knuckle. I'm thinking it's going to be a Jolteon. Wait, did I just put energy on baby... Someone asked me if it's been a long day today, and I'm just completely forgetting. After I've played 7 games of not doing it, how do we put energy on the baby Pokemon? I mean, good news is he can't attack, so that's good, but we're technically down on an energy, and we need 3 energy for Riolu. So, theoretically, not the greatest. I guess I could Sabrina, to be honest with you. Oh, man. This is so bad. This is awful. This is not good. So I'm going to go ahead and put energy or giant cape on Riolu. That's going to happen. All we have to do is kill 1 more EX. So killing the Sylveon would be great here. I'm going to use Silver just to check what they have. They have the Rare Candy, they have the Luxray, and they have the Professor's Research with the Volkner. If I get rid of 1 Volkner, they already have another Volkner. So realistically, it doesn't really matter, right? They have... I can't check how much energy they have in the discard pile. Oh, they have enough. They have enough, which means no matter who I put energy on, they're going to be able to just swing in. Because they have 1 energy on Sylveon, 1 in the active or discard. So what they do is they Rare Candy, Evolve, and then they retreat off Sylveon, and then they Volkner. And then they attack the Riolu that has the 1 energy on it. So I guess in hindsight it doesn't matter. Even if I put double energy on it, we were gonna get hit with that regardless. So I don't feel too bad, you know? Part of me felt kind of bad because I was like, dang. We misplayed, but we would have lost all energy regardless. Now the question is, I should probably switch to Donphan and attack the Luxray for 70, and then he does Volkner again, then I can kill it. Yeah, that's probably the play. go ahead and Hiker. Next up is going to be a Lucario, Pokeball, Guzma. Do they have anything worth using Guzma for? No. So that's going to be at the bottom of the list. And then Lucario in the back. I guess I could build a Lucario in the back if I wanted to. Do I have any other basic Pokemon? I do have another Tyrogue, so maybe Pokeball first and then Lucario, just so we can thin our deck even more. Not that it matters. We already know what the next cards are going to be, right? Alright, so now he has the option to Volkner one more time. Which is good for us because we don't have to worry about another Volkner. Alright, Pokeball is going to be either a Rio... Oh, it's going to be the Tyrogue. Alright, so this Volkner in the front is probably never going to be able to attack, right? I could Cyrus, hit the Sylveon, but that doesn't do us anything. So I'm going to go ahead and Gigantic Press here. They go in with Oricorio. And as long as they don't have Cyrus, I can swap to Tyrogue and whoa now. Oricorio will kill Tyrogue. I'm gonna have to swing in with Riolu, but I'm down on energy. Oh, we lose the game. Lucario. Oh, Pokeball shuffled my deck. So it wasn't going to be a Lucario EX. Alright, so Lucario. Let's Tyrogue do 60 damage. We're still 10 off lethal. Wait, am I misthinking this? No, I am misthinking this. Lucario, Cyrus, kill the Sylveon, we win the game. We're doing 110. Which means we're doing 130. Which means that the Sylveon is officially out of here. Ooh, man. For a moment, I was going to switch over to the Lucario and then try and tank. Or Sabrina to slow down the Oricorio for just one more turn until we could get the Lucario built and then we could swap over to Lucario. Either way, it worked out. Yeah, I am overthinking that game for sure. Yeah, Sylveon wasn't weak. Or no, Oricorio is weak to fighting, but Sylveon wasn't weak to it. We just had the we had the whatchamacallit, Lucario to help us out. Alright, we're going first. I still don't know how I feel about this deck, to be honest. We've gotten some good wins with it, but going first with Riolu definitely feels bad. Oh no, it's the new art coming soon, Pokemon. The only good thing is we get evolution advantage, but we still need 2 energy to attack, so it's kind of whatever, right? Silver is going to be the best play here over Hiker. It's just one card. Ilima and Research. Let's get rid of their Research. And I'm going to Giant Cape just in case they want to try and red card me now. So they have red card and Ilima in hand. Those are the only 2 they have. If we can pull this off somehow while being down on energy while they have energy advantage, which is very good for Ho-Oh, I'd be very surprised, right? There goes the red card. They wanted to do it anyways. Red card is gonna help me more than hurt me because I didn't really have a good hand. I don't think you should ever red card someone that has 3 cards in hand, to be honest. The game should just like stop you from doing that and say, hey, stop, what are you doing? That doesn't make sense. I think he's just kind of frustrated that we silvered him, which is why there's like such a long pause here. All right, let's go ahead and Professors. Thank you for the red card. You helped me out. Fanfi. And since he already red carded, I'm not going to go ahead and evolve because I get a chance to actually attack here and do damage. However, I will say if we can get Donphan, I'll gladly lose the energy, put 1 energy on Donphan, and start doing 70 damage to the Ho-Oh with Lucario chilling in the back. I think I'm okay with that. Leafing out. So he wants to leaf out and then build the Ho-Oh in the back, I think, right? Because he has Ilima. So he thinks that I'm going to be hitting the Lugia and he Ilimas. Because Ilima's the only other card in hand. We got Tyrogue. Alright, so I have an option. I can Cyrus to mess him up. It means that his Ilima won't do anything, which is good for us. I think that's probably the play. Cyrus, and then I just Lucario and swing in. Lucario still gets to live at 20. I'm gonna do it like that. Sorry, man. I know you have Ilima in hand because we already checked it. Hit him for that. Forcing the Ho-Oh to stay in here. Sabrina, sure, take the Tyrogue. This doesn't make any sense when you could have just killed my Lucario. I'm really hoping he's not putting energy on Lugia and he's only going to be able to attack 1 time with Lugia. Actually, ooh, if I go Daunt, I can't go Daunt. I can't go Donphan now and kill Ho-Oh. Wait, no, I can. I can go Fanfi here. Because if I go Fanfi and kill Ho-Oh, he can't attack with Lucario or Lugia yet. He has a Ilima in hand. So I need Donphi. Ah, couldn't get it, unfortunately. Oh, that's unfortunate. I think that's just GG then, we lose. I attack, I go to 80, he attacks me, I die. Lugia can kill any Pokemon he wants. Yeah, I think that's GG, go next. If I had Donphan in hand right here, I could have attacked, and then he'd only be able to attack with Ho-Oh, and that's it. I say only, but, you know? We still would have lived. I attack with Donphan here, with Giant Cape. I go to 1... Oh no, I'm going to 180 with Donphan. We still die no matter what. Yeah, this game was cooked no matter how we sliced it, right? Alright, we'll just concede because there's no way we can win that. Yeah, we don't usually read chat until after we're done with our match. Unless it's a match that we know we're going to lose, then we'll start reading chat out loud. I am reading chat 24/7, believe it or not. Like, if we had someone come into the chat and start spamming, I'll ban them or time them out, rather. But I don't always read chat out loud because since we're, like, recording for YouTube's sake, it's kind of awkward watching a YouTube video, but I'm talking to chat. But YouTube isn't able to actually read the chat, so they'd wonder what or who I'm talking to. Why double hiker? Honestly, I don't know. Most of these decks that we make are just experimental decks. Since we're running a fighting only deck, I figured we could Professor's Research, and then if we're still bricking on finding our evolution stage 1 Lucario, Donphan Lucario EX, then we could just hiker and then check the top 4 cards and find out what cards we need in what specific order. This is all just experimental decks. It's not like, you know, we're trying to find out what works and what doesn't. This deck is 50-50. We've won 4 games. We've lost 4 games. I don't think it's really too good, to be honest with you. Half the time, I'm not even getting Donphan even built up to 3 energy. I kind of wish we were able to build up fighting energy somehow, but there's no way. No Tyrogue, only 1 hiker. Invest in other supporter cards. Work for you. Can I run Donphan EX with Rampardos? I did run Donphan with Rampardos with double Lyra. That deck was actually pretty good. And we have a YouTube video of it probably going up tomorrow. This is the deck that we played. This one was very good. Lyra can help retreat Donphan even at 3 retreat cost if we need to. And then we can get a surprise Rampardos to swing in while keeping that energy on Donphan. This was a good deck to play. Yeah, maybe 2 Tyrogues make the deck less consistent. So the decks that we've played so far, we've played Skarmory EX, which is quad Skarmory with double Steel Apron. I put 2 Jasmines in it. We did Umbreon EX with Greninja and Darkrai. Donphan with Rampardos. We did Mad Cargo, 16 Trainer. Crobat EX with 1 Sylveon and double Nihilego with Dark Pendant. I really don't think you need Poison Barb because you're able to inflict that anyways with Golbat, Zubat, Nihilego, and Crobat. Dark Pendant is very punishing. And then we did Lugia and Ho-Oh. So we've only played about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 decks that we've actually made work. That was good. We've played other decks as well. We tried Dragonite with Ho-Oh. Or no, we tried Dragonite with Pichu, I think. We tried Bewear yesterday. We tried some other decks I just can't think of off the top of my head. Passimian, I should try. I got my cat whining in the background now. I don't know what new deck to try. Passimian is objectively terrible. Patchy Ori Lanturn is broken. Do you run Will in the deck or no? Wait, Patchy? Oh, Pichu. Sorry. When are we getting more deck slots? That's what I want to know. Trying to find out what we throw in with this Lanturn deck. You think we throw in the Elemental Switch? Or do you think we need Elemental Switch? Do we need X speed so we can retreat off of the other Pokemon? Chinchou? Try a Sweets Relay deck. I don't think you need the baby Pokemon for Sweets Relay. So we got Double Will, Professors, Pokeball, X-Speeds, Lanturn, Pichu, Chincho, and maybe I can go double Oricorio with Elemental Switch and not Dawn, because it's technically the same thing, right? And then we have 2 more cards remaining. What do you guys think? What's the last 2 cards? Turn EX. Sabrina Cyrus, the usual. True. Sabrina Cyrus. Alright, let me show the deck and then we're gonna hop in. Alright, this is the deck list. Let's update it. And let's jump in. This looks promising, to be honest. There's a lot of EX Pokemon running out. The Skarmory, for example, I've seen a lot of 18 trainer Skarmory decks. So having an Oricorio in here feels nice for sure. Will to guarantee flipping head so the opponent can't retreat. Elemental Switch because it's technically a Dawn, but you can actually use Will and Elemental Switch in the same turn, or supporters and whatnot. This looks promising. I don't know if I should have gone double X speed, but I have double X speed in case I want to swap from Oricorio or the Chincho and go to the Pichu immediately. And double X speed gives us more consistencies on actually trying to find it. And yeah, maybe double Elemental Switch won't really be needed. I think it's just more for consistency on at least finding one, and that's it. Now I've got good news and bad news. Oh, we're going second against a type null. Now the good news is we do have energy advantage. Bad news is we do not see a single Pichu, and we don't even have an X speed to retreat into the Pichu. If I wanted to, I'd have to lose the energy, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to find out what the play is gonna be right here based off of our next card. Oh man, not much we can do, right? I think we just end turn. Definitely don't want to give him a free swap to Zero Aura and let him start swinging in on us. Rocky Helm. We don't have a Guzma in the deck, unfortunately. Maybe something to consider. We might also need an Iono in the deck as well. I could kick out one Elemental Switch, one X speed. Bring in Guzma, bring in Iono. They did land heads. We're dropping down to 30. Come on, Pichu. I mean, even if we got Pichu now, does it matter? Chincho is a lot better here. All right. So I am going to take a big risk here and go Sabrina. And I'm hoping they go into the Oricorio and not the Zero Aura. Aw, man. Well, they Gladion, which means they do have a guaranteed Sil Valley, right? So all they have to do is swap, swing in, and my Chincho's dead, and I can't transfer that lightning. I can't switch. I can't transfer it anyways. It doesn't matter. I'm thinking I'd be able to transfer it, but I don't have X speed in hand, so I'd have to swap off Oricorio, lose the energy. There goes the X speed. If I had it last turn, I technically could have X-speeded Elemental Switch, put it on to the Chinchou. I'd be at 2 energy already, and then I could evolve and be at 3. Well, I'm dead if I don't evolve, so I'm going to have to do this. And we're going to have to just chill. Guaranteed heads, so I can flip with Will. Giovanni means we're taking 110, and Rocky Helm means we're going to 130 damage receiving. So we'll be at 20 HP. Yeah, we're definitely going to need an Iono in this deck. I can't even double X speed to anything. That's GG. Alright, I'm down to take out X speed and an elemental switch, one of each. And we go Iono and Guzma. Now, I will say, this is something I'm also thinking of. Zera, Aura, no Pichu. And we kind of keep the same deck. Because if you think about it, with Elemental Switch and no Pichu, you can get your energy anyways, and all you need is 3 energy. So I think Zera Aura would be a lot better, and then we can Elemental Switch it over if we need to. And then we don't even need X speed, because if we start with Zera Aura, it's perfectly fine. If Zera Aura is in the back, we can still bring the energy up to Chinchou. That seems a lot better, to be honest. We're going second. We have an X speed, so truthfully, it doesn't matter who I start with. I'll just put Oricorio in the front and then Chinchou in the back, and then we'll end turn here. Zera Aura is going to be a dead card if you don't start with it, though. That's the only problem. And I've had many games where I just do not start with Zera Aura. Got Froakie. So we're going to research no matter what. We're hoping for a Pichu. I'm just going to just do that, I think. Right? Energy and end. Giratina. They desperately need to find their rare candy. Once they find rare candy, yeah, I think it's over. Yeah, I think that's GG. Because then they can ping the Oricorio. We do have another Oricorio, to their surprise. I'm honestly not going to believe in the Chinchou. I don't believe refining the stage 1. I do believe that he's not going to be able to swap off Sylveon and I buy one more turn at least. We're running into the old meta decks. This is why you had Mars. Yeah, like I said, most of the old meta decks from last season is still going to be good. You know, Rampardo, Silvally, probably the Giratina, Sylveon, Greninja. I've seen Stoke Charizard. I've seen a lot. Alright, well, we got Iono. Questionable if I should have X-speeded first, but... we did get the Lanturn. We're gonna zap again because, like I said... I mean, actually, I could have just retreated, but I think zapping is fine because we take it down below 80 and then Lanturn can kill whenever. And as long as we can get first hit on Giratina, we can kill it. Because we can paralyze it. Yeah, maybe we need a Pokemon communication. Can always say frick it, go Tapu Koko. I think we lose with double Greninja. His play is going to be swap to Greninja and kill the Oricorio, go on the field. I can't one-shot Greninja. And then I have to go in with Chinchou and hope that they don't hit the other Oricorio. But with double Greninja, they just... why would you hit the front Oricorio? Why not just hit the back Oricorio and get it within... no, this makes absolutely no sense at all. Oh, because they wanted a Broken Space Bellow. Okay, never mind. They've been playing this a lot longer than I have. They got this for sure. Yeah, so it doesn't matter where I run, where I go. Greninja will be able to kill me. They're planning on using, whatchamacallit. They're trying to hit my Lanturn. So one Greninja hit the Oricorio. I put in Chinchou. Here comes Cyrus. Yeah. It is tough, not gonna lie. I do miss the old meta deck. Sometimes that's how it is for the new expansions, you know? Sometimes the old still works out. Yeah, maybe Pokemon Com or Zero Aura. It's definitely gonna be a work in progress with this deck. Now, unfortunately, I do not have any more time. It is Friday, so usually Fridays are the short days that we have. And we do have to head out, unfortunately, here. But we had some decent games today, I think. Not really. We didn't have any decent games today. 2-5 with Dragonite, 0-3 with Bewear. Tyrogue was not really too great. We have to change that deck up as well. Yeah, absolutely tanked. But anyways, chat, I thank you guys for hanging out, being here. I hope you guys enjoy the weekend. I'm not going to be on tomorrow or Sunday. This was my last day for Pokemon Pocket. I'm going to be out of town next week. I will have videos going live over the next week, since we're not going to be live. So we're going to have Dawn Fan going up, Magcargo, Crobat EX, Lugia, and Ho-Oh. I don't think I make a Tyrogue deck. It was kind of 50-50, to be honest. So we have 4 more videos that are going to be going up throughout the next week. But I appreciate you guys hanging out and being here. You guys take care of yourselves. We will try and work on a Xatu Typhlosion when we come back. We don't have Typhlosion at all, and we only have one single Xatu, but I think they're both on the Lugia packs. So we're going to keep opening up Lugia packs, and hopefully we'll be able to get them. And then we also have Kingdra. Kingdra EX, I don't know if people have been playing Kingdra or not, but Kingdra is definitely a Pokemon that would be nice to try out. Can't retreat, 90 damage. That's technically able to kill any Pokemon. 90 damage, they can't retreat, and then you can hit them for 90 again. Sure, they get a chance to swing back at you, but they can't run. So that seems good. So whenever we return, we'll do Kingdra, Xatu, Typhlosion, and then try and do Lanturn again. But for now, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the weekend, stay safe, and I'll see you guys after like the 13th or something when I come back in town. I'm going to be gone for a little bit. I'm going to be gone for like 2 weeks. So you guys take care.